Hey there everybody, it's Linnea for ThermOWeb, and today I'm using the Basket of Fun toner sheets to make a fun little Easter treat box. So I am actually using one of the slimline sized Basket of Fun toner sheet backgrounds, and this is the one with the Easter eggs on it. You could use the smaller A2 sized ones if you wanted to, but actually my die to create the Easter treat box, it's from iCrafter, and it works perfectly on the slimline sized toner card fronts. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to do some ink blending. There's a lot of techniques that you can use with the toner card fronts from ThermOWeb. You can use Copic coloring or colored pencils. I've even watercolored over them. But my preferred method is ink blending because look at how quick it is. I can quickly add some layers of ink. I'm using some yellow and some orange just for some texture and dimension. And then I'm going to take a dry, clean cloth and just give this a wipe. I like to wipe my toner sheets whether I'm doing ink blending or not. I find that it helps just remove any little bits of dust that may be on there before I do my foiling. Now let's foil this pretty ink blended background. I'm using Brutus Monroe transfer sheets today, but any of the foils sold in the ThermOWeb online store work with these toner sheets. So you could use the Deco foil transfer sheets, the Gina K Designs fancy foils, or like I'm using the Brutus Monroe. I am putting my foil on top of my toner sheet background so that it is pretty side up. You want the back of the toner or of the foil to come in contact with the toner. Then I'm putting that inside of a Deco foil parchment paper carrier sheet and running that through my laminator. I always point this out, but look how pretty that negative piece is. You could use a Deco foil toner sheet, which is sold in the ThermOWeb store, to transfer that foil onto it and get another negative piece, or you can just stick this onto some double-sided iCraft adhesive sheets and again have a negative piece for another card. So let's go ahead and make the treat box. I'm using the iCrafter treat box die and the Easter add-on. So I need to create my box first. So this piece here with the two little holes at the top, you need two pieces of that. And so that's why I use the slimline size, because I can easily get two pieces from this and have a strip left over. I'm using one of the drop-in pieces. There's an Easter egg and the bunny. I went back and forth over which one to do. I ended up with the bunny because I just thought he was super cute. So from one of the pieces rather, you need to drop in one of those little see-through windows if you want a window. If not, you don't have to have one. You could leave both pieces solid. So now I have all three pieces cut. The backer piece, the front piece with the little bunny cut through as a window, and then I cut the bottom piece just from a piece of yellow cardstock. That's not really going to be seen, so you don't have to use a toner sheet for that. I just used regular yellow cardstock. I cut a second front piece with the bunny so that I could cut it out of white cardstock and add a little bit of details with some Copic markers, and this is going to help that bunny pop and stand out a little bit. I thought he kind of blended in being the same background as the toner sheets. So now I can just use my iCraft ultrabond liquid adhesive and glue that little bunny right on top. All I did was just trim him out from a white window. Now before I assemble my box, I realized that my little bunny window was going to be peeking through and I was going to see the reverse side of my back piece of my treat box. So I'm going to add some ink blending, and this is actually the reverse side of that toner sheet. I'm using the same two colors of inks that I blended with before. Mine happen to be dye inks, but you can use any kind of inks that you have on hand. They'll all work on this cardstock. Now let's go ahead and assemble this treat box. So I'm taking the bottom piece and folding along all of the score lines, and this is going to form a little box with only two walls on the short end. I like to start with the back piece of my treat box. There's one score line right at the bottom there. You're going to fold that up, and the little tabs are just going to fit right into one another, and you're going to be able to fold this together to form a box. I'm using 1/8 inch easy tear tape on the little tabs on the base of the box, and then I'm using 1/4 inch easy tear tape to put on the larger score line from the back and the front of the treat box. I'm going to double that up so that I have enough tape on there to hold this. If you want, you could use your liquid adhesive. I prefer the iCraft ultrabond liquid adhesive because that is going to hold on good and strong. So now let's just put this together. I'm going to fold that flap so that it's adhering to the bottom of the base. Give that a press with my bone folder just because this is pressure activated and I want to make sure it's going to hold on strong. And then fold in those tabs and adhere them onto that background piece. Really, really easy. You're going to do the same exact thing with the front piece and then tie a little bit of twine or ribbon through the front of those two little holes that are kind of punched in the top and the back. Just thread your ribbon through there and that's going to hold your treat box together at the top. I die cut a sentiment from the iCrafter treat box add-on. And now I'm using my iCraft Ultrabond liquid adhesive, which I do have the fine tips on there. They are lifesaver, especially for small detailed sentiments like this one. These are super tiny little sentiments, and these fine tips on here are going to make it so that I can easily add liquid adhesive without a whole bunch coming out. And then I'm just going to adhere that little sentiment on below my bunny. And this treat box is complete. I love using these toner sheets to create cards, of course, but I like to show you how you can use them for other projects as well. So I hope this little die cut treat box inspires you to create with your toner card fronts in a way that maybe they're not intended to be. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye!